I'm going to show you how to save arugula seeds, or also known as rocket seeds, so you can have free arugula for life. This bed right here, I've got about a 2 by 3 foot tray, was filled with arugula, and it bolted very quickly. We're mid-July right now, and I did have some just gorgeous tall plants. Let me show you, maybe 3 feet tall. Used up all the arugula, and I decided to let it bolt because I'd never saved the seeds before. So I've got all these tangled up stems that are just letting all the seeds go dry. And yesterday I saved a bunch of seeds. You can see all the stems down there. I pulled and cleaned off all the seed pods, and I saved a few so I could show you the whole process of how the plant goes to flower and then how it goes to seed. So I've got some left, just a couple left where they're still green, and they go to flower first, like that, and then they start to grow these pods alongside. Let me find you a green one that's not ready yet. Here, don't have you in the sun. See how the pods are growing alongside? Let me focus you there. But these are too soon to open because they're green. And I opened a couple just to see what it was like, and they're super, super sticky. I mean, you can't get them off your fingers for anything. So you definitely don't want to open them when they're at that state. These here are kind of in the middle. They're starting to go yellow-brown, but they're still a little green, so they're not ready yet. Here are the ones you want. These I actually could do. They're yellow. See what they look like right there? But I'm going to let them go a little bit longer. Here are the ones you want. They're dry. Completely brown, brittle, and dry. Now, there are as many ways to do this as there are gardeners in the world, so I don't have the cornerstone on the best way. I just show you how I like to do it. I very much like hands-on with my seeds. Most people would just pull the whole stem out, throw it in a paper bag or a plastic bag, and just shake, 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 and all the seeds would fall out. But you still would need to open up some of the pods. So I'm going to pull off a couple right here. See if I can do that with one hand. They're pretty sturdy. They're hard to get off. Gonna pull another here, and you have to be careful because just when you're pulling them off, usually of course I have two hands and I'm doing a better job of it, just even in the pulling them off the stem, they'll fly open. And they've actually opened so many on their own. Little seedlings are growing under this plant, and I'll show you that in a second. So basically what I would do is just take this, and yesterday I did it in a Ziploc bag. I just had a bag hanging there and I just pulled them all off. Let's see if there's a better one here. That's a super dry one right there. Because I like to touch them. I like the whole experience of working with the seeds. They're the most beautiful seed pods I've ever seen of all the seed saving I've done. Let me show you one first. This one is one that's not opened. And if I opened it, it opens up into 2 pods. It's got this thin membrane in the middle. And see, they're slightly stuck on there by a little stem, teeny little stem. And then they have a membrane, and they have seeds on the back. And then on top of each of those 2 rows of seeds is a little capsule. It's like a little peanut shell. This little shell covers one side, this little shell covers the other side, and that's what your whole pod looks like. So, aren't those beautiful? My gosh. See how close I can get in focus for you. Nope, that was it. And so then you can just tap them lightly and they just fall off in your dish. Now, as I said yesterday, some were, I don't know if it was because it was raining and they were sticky, but I suspect I pulled them off too soon. I think they'll still work because I dried them out, but I'd rather wait till they're not sticky, because like these right here are not sticky at all, so I know they're absolutely dry. I just want this tray back. I want this container back, so I'm trying to kind of hurry Mother Nature and get all my seeds done so I can pull everything out and get some more vegetables in. So let's try and open this one here. And to you people who don't think this is fun, you're not seed savers, this could be very not so interesting, but for seed savers, you'll love it. See, they were so dry, they just fell right out. There's a couple in there, a couple in there. And that is the whole procedure. And you just cast them away and put them in a bowl, and here's what I got yesterday. Now, what the difference is between the light and dark color, I don't know. I hope somebody will go down in the comment section and let me know. I don't think it's a matter of maturity, because some of the, you would think, oh, the dark ones are super dry and the light ones aren't, but some of the pods that I picked off were filled with light ones, and they weren't sticky. They were just bone dry. They fell right out. So it's just probably just a variation, but I've let them dry for just I think it was yesterday or the day before, and got all these seeds. And then I'm going to finish all these and just enjoy myself opening the seeds and having the experience of being with the seeds. I think it's way more fun. See, there's your membrane. Got seeds on one side. Way more fun to do it like this and experience the seeds than just shake them in a bag. But hey, if you're in a hurry and you want to get them done, just drop them in there. You could just rub your hands together and all the seeds will probably pop right out. And then you just have to pull away the seeds from the shells. Okay, that is how to find arugula seeds and plant your plants. Oh, I was going to show you, there's one more thing. These are little arugula plants, and they were a completely different variety of arugula than these big tall ones. These must be baby greens. They've not grown very well. They just kind of stagnated over June and part of July. But then I put this umbrella up. I'm sitting under an umbrella and have just been watering the heck out of them, and they're starting to come to life. They're like doubled in size just by putting them in the shade. Of course, they don't like the sun. And I discovered this plant back here was doing really well, and there was just a cabbage worm, a big old green cabbage worm on there. I didn't know cabbage worms liked arugula. I know they like cabbage and kale, but they ate up that whole plant right there, ate every little bit of arugula off of it. So I'm going to have to come picking for caterpillars, those green worms, every night to keep them off of there. So anyway, I enjoy arugula so much. First time I tasted it, I was at a friend's house, and he gave me a salad, and I said, what is that taste? It is so good. I never tasted it before. I mean, I never tasted arugula. So we sat down and pulled each leaf. It was like a mescaline mix, and we pulled each leaf and put it on the table. Like I must have had 10 different leaves out, and I was tasting it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. And then when I hit arugula, oh, that's it. He said, that's arugula. So that's how I learned. That was many years ago. And you just put a few of these little leaves. Like I put maybe 10 of these little leaves, and you would think, well, you couldn't possibly taste them, but they are so dynamic. They're so delicious. It just bursts your salad. And I've heard that people either love them or hate them, like kind of like cilantro. I love them. Thanks for being with me. I will see you on the next video. Sending you gardening love. Bye.